This is part 19 in the series that covers this sensational war diary, written by a platoon leader from the motorized infantry division Das Reich named Kurt, who led during the final assault on Moscow in the winter of 1941-42. Using Kurt's entries and associated rare film clips, we'll see how Kurt's unit was rushed again to the front to hold the line at a critical position. I'll use an original situational map to show Das Reich's positioning on the front, and at the end of the video, I'll add footage from the 29th Motorized Infantry Division, known as the Falke Division, that's mentioned by Kurt in his diary. So stick around, it's worth it. The last time we were with Kurt, we saw how his unit built out bunkers. After a very short rest, they happily mounted up into their trucks and again headed out, wondering whether they might actually be heading back west, towards home. Der 9. August 1941. Glühend brennt die Sonne hernieder. Der Staub frisst. The sun burns down glowingly. The dust burns into the skin. The heat and thirst leaves our lips dry and blistered. We quickly learn to avoid the main road, which is in terrible condition. Instead, we travel along 3 or 4 side roads which cut through fields, and we begin to make reasonable progress. After a short stop in the evening to have dinner, we then continue on, driving throughout the night. Gradually, our nerves, worn thin by battle, begin to settle down and we feel more at ease. We really could have used a longer rest to pull ourselves back together. Our thoughts wander to our loved ones back at home. Home seems so far away, little more than a distant memory. Somehow our mail from home hasn't caught up with us. When will it arrive? That would really make a difference. This war has us so under its spell that there's no breaking away mentally, which is understandable. Who could possibly keep their mind from contemplating the constant horror and killing that we are surrounded by? We travel on through the swamp and the quagmire of a forested area, traveling forwards with our weapons always at the ready. And then, when we take fire, letting loose from inside our vehicles with everything we've got. We travel through burning towns on terribly cratered roads that are almost unpassable. We cross quickly repaired bridges, barely capable of holding up the weight of the passing SS Division Reich. With adrenaline again surging, we feel concentrated and focused on the tasks at hand. We are hardened and proven by our experience and performance in combat. But where are we being sent? In the late evening, we arrived to the heights of Dolgolada to relieve a weak regular army contingent of soldiers. We'll operate as a blocking unit to stop the possible breaking out of a trapped Soviet force. The road winds over an elevated area, then through a wide valley towards Mikhailovka. Mikhailovka is still occupied by the Russians. During the night, we jump to action setting up security posts to the right and left of the road. An adequate location is selected and a field headquarters is set up. At the same time, observation posts and MG nests are positioned on the front slope of the elevation. Apart from occasional light incoming Soviet artillery fire, our sector is relatively quiet. This is the original war atlas for the German High Command for Operation Barbarossa. We will look at the situational map for August 9th, 1941, the day that we've been following in Kurt's entries. We'll scroll down from Army Group North to Army Group Center so that you can get a feel for that part of the front for August 9th. For Patreon channel members, I have finally finished uploading all the maps for the months of June and now July. The other months will follow. Please consider becoming a Patreon supporter. From around August 6th, Soviet forces cut off to the west, in combination with other formations attacking from the east, had managed to put the 17th Panzer Division and the 29th Motorized Infantry Division under considerable pressure, and there was danger of them succeeding in breaking out to the east. In response, the SS Division Reich, along with the elite infantry regiment Großdeutschland, were rushed to the northwest in support. The situation for the 29th Motorized Infantry Division, or the Falke Division, was especially critical, as its forces had been cut in half, with part of it in danger of being wiped out in the Soviet vice. An interesting side note, the German map shows the Soviet 1st Moscow Motor Division on the left flank of the Soviet 89th and part of the 128th Infantry Divisions, which were attacking from the northeast. The first had actually been destroyed 4 days earlier, just to the west in the Smolensk pocket. As promised, here's some fantastic footage of the Falke Division from late summer of 1941. If you like material created using primary historical sources like this, please remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Use the QR code to create a free account and check out the example exclusive footage. Thanks for watching.